Hello everyone. Today we are doing questions from the topic graphs of functions for non-calculator paper. So it's for IGCSE and O levels both. So I've selected some questions from 0580 and 4024. 4024 paper 2 and 0580 paper 4. Let's begin the paper. This question is from 0580 and it is May June 2018 question paper is 42. All right. So here in this question you will have to find out some of the values for x and y they are given, and some of the values we'll have to find out. The equation is y is equals to x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square, and x is not equals to 0 means x square is in the denominator. If you keep x equals to 0, you will get the not defined function. So that's why they told you x is not equals to 0, so don't worry about it. So here, how do you substitute the value? That is minus 0.5. So that is minus 0.5 and then it is cube and then divided by 3 and then minus 1 upon 2x square minus 1 upon 2 times x square in place of x square minus 0.5. all right, close it, and x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square, I'll have to square it also, equals to, that is minus 49 upon minus equals to 24. So that is coming minus 49 upon 24, and in decimal places it is minus 2.041. All the numbers, if you observe, for the values of I, they are coming one decimal place, so it is minus 2.041, and then you can write down minus 2.0 for here. Okay, so the rest of the questions I just have to put the values and then find out the answer, and the rest of the parts you will calculate in the same way. So here I have the marking scheme also. I'm just copying down from there for saving time. It is at 1 it is minus 0.2, and afterwards it is 2.5. you can see here in the marking scheme. Okay, so I'm just copying down here, and you know how to substitute the numbers and find out by using the calculator. So that is minus 0.2, and then in place of 2 it was 2.5. It was 3 marks question. Now we'll have to plot all the points on this grid. All right, so for that thing I'm just plotting them and then joining it with a smooth curve. Okay, so the first point is minus 3 and minus 9.1. so that is minus 3 and minus, between 9 to 10 I have 5 small boxes. So here it is 5 small boxes. One number is dividing into 5 small boxes, then it will be each box is of 0.2. This way we find out the value of one box. So each box is of 0.2, and I'll have to do minus 3 and minus 9.1. minus 3 and minus 9 is there, minus 9.1. Then afterwards you will have the second point, minus 2 and minus 2.8. minus 2 and minus 2.8 is coming here, and then afterwards minus 1 and minus 0.8, minus 1 and minus 0.8. it's a reciprocal function. Minus 0.5 and minus 2.0. this is minus 0.5 and minus 2.0 here, and then afterwards minus 0.3 and minus 0.5 minus 0.3 and minus 5.6, minus 0.3, and here we have 10 small boxes, so each box is of 0.1 number. Okay, minus 0.3 is coming here, 1 2 3. Okay, and minus 5.6, 1 2 3 and 5.6. okay, so this is the last point. Just join it with a smooth curve. Alright, I've joined all the points and circled them, then you can understand. You don't need to circle it, it's just for explanation. Okay, the second one, this is minus 0.3 and minus 5.5. Okay, so the other one is 0.3 and minus 5.5. 0.3 and minus 5.5, 0.5 and minus 2.0. So this is 0.5 and minus 2.0 is the second point, and then 1 and minus 0.2. 1 and minus 0.2 will be coming here, and then it is 2 and 2.5. So 2 and 2.5 is coming here, and the last part is 3 and 8.9. 3 and 8.9. Now join all of the points and then do the other questions. Alright, after joining all the points, we'll have this type of curve in this question. Okay, so now we are doing the other parts. By drawing a suitable tangent, find an estimate of the gradient at x equals to minus 2. X is equals to minus 2. This is the point at x is equals to minus 2. So draw the tangent. So I have drawn the tangent at this minus 2, x equals to minus 2, and took 2 points. Minus 2 and 2.8 was the original number, and then I took 0 and 5.4. So they are the two coordinates I have found here. So what do? We just find out the values by drawing a tangent and estimate the gradient at x is equals to minus 2. So we are getting minus 2, and the first one was minus 2 and minus 2.8, and then the next one is 0 and 5.4. y2 minus y1 upon x2. Minus and minus will become plus. Okay, so calculate like this: 5.4 plus 2.8 divided by 0 plus 2, and now we are getting 41 upon 10 means 4.1. Let's check the marking scheme. Is it lying in the range or not? Okay, so 4.1 value. Just check in the marking scheme. 3 to 5. It means that 4.1 is also coming in the same range. Okay. Alright. In one question only, I'll tell you how do you check your answer that your gradient is correct. The rest of the questions I will not, because it takes time. If you want to check your answer that your answer is closer or not, then what do? You just take your calculator and then just shift, and then this is here, you just press. Okay, and then you just write down the equation. Original equation is x cube upon 3 x cube. Just see where I'm just clicking it, a yellow button also you can see over there. X cube upon 3, and then come up minus 1 upon 2x square minus 1 upon 2x square, and then come out wherever you need to find out the gradient. Just write down the number here. The number was minus 2. We are finding out the gradient at minus 2, so you write down minus 2 and then equals. If the number is 3.875, it means that our answer is very much closer, which is 4.1. So that is the correct tangent we have drawn, and the correct gradient also we can see it's coming in the range. I'm again repeating, if you want to check your answer, then what do? You just write down the press the differentiation derivative button, and then what happened, you write down the equation, and then x equals to what is there, just write down the number. You will get the accurate slope of this curve at that point at -2. For example, at -2 it was. Okay, so the coming to the next part, write down the equation of the tangent to the curve at x equals to -2. Give your answer in the form y is equals to mx plus c. So the gradient, we know that it is we are getting 4.1. Y is equals to 4.1 plus c. What was the c here? We found that the c is the point where the graph intersect on y-axis, that is 5.4. So you can write down for mx plus c, just write down x plus 5.4. So in the marking scheme, it's written that whatever the y-intercept and gradient you have, it's coming in the same range, then your answer is correct. Okay. All right. So the next part. Okay. Use your graph to solve the equation x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2 x square equals to 0. So but whenever you get these type of equations by using a suitable straight line, then always you just what you do, whatever your original equation is, your original equation of the graph you consider. The original equation of the graph is y is equals to x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square. Okay, so always what do? You only just compare this and try to make it y, because the suitable straight line means y is equals to mx plus c. So there x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square is the same. You just write down y is equals to 0. Draw y is equals to 0 on the curve, and then you will be finding out the solution. Now here in the second part, we'll be looking at the graph later. X cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square, I'm talking about part 2. Y plus 4 equals to 0. Then we'll have to make a straight line at y is equals to -4. Now what do? We just try to find out the solution at that point. Okay, now come back to the question. Okay, we'll have to make the line y is equals to 0. As you know that y is equals to 0 is the x-axis line. So graph is intersecting at here only, at x equals to 0, at this point, which is 1.1. So you just write down 1.1. Okay, because this is your y is equals to, every horizontal line is y is equals to, and the curve is intersecting. Your what are your curves? Your curve is only, if you just look at this one, then your curves are only these. Okay, all right, and the other one is this. Wherever you can see the other, this one is not intersecting, only this graph is intersecting. So what do? You just write down the intersecting point. Okay, all right, so this is 1.1. I've shown you this is 1.1. Okay, at y is equals to -4, at y is equals to -4 is this line. Use your ruler. Acha. Okay, now you can see it is intersecting at 3 points. This is 1 point, 2 point, and the third point. Just find out what is the x value of these points. So the x value of these points are, whenever you just check this one, that is coming, okay, this point, and the other one is this point. Okay, and the third point is this one. Okay, now reading the graph, it is all right. I've marked one of the point is 0.4 minus 0.3 and minus 2.2. Okay, 0.4 minus 0.3 and minus 2.2, 0.4 and minus 0.3 and minus 2.2, and they all are coming in the range. Okay, so this is the range given in this question. That is, we got this, we were getting minus 0.4, and this is also 0.4 in the question. Okay, so these are the 3 points we are getting. Now come to the next part. Alright, the next part, the equation x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square plus 4 equals to 0 can be written in the form of ax to the power n plus bxn minus 3 is equals to 0. Find the value of a and of b and the value of n. For this thing, we'll have to just simplify this equation. That is x cube upon 3 minus 1 upon 2x square plus 4 equals to 0. LCM is 6x square. Because of 6x square, we'll multiply this by 2. That will become 2x to the power 5 and minus 3 and plus 6x square. I just write down in detail, then you will understand it. That x cube upon 3 will multiply with 2x square, and 2x square will only multiply by 3 to get 6x square, and here you had 1, you multiply by 6x square and multiply by 6x square to the numerator also. So that will become 2x to the power 5 and then minus 3 plus 6 fours 24x square upon 6x square equals to 0. Then your equation will become 2x to the power 5 plus 24x square minus 3 equals to 0, and 6x square times 0 will become 0. Ax to the power n plus bxn minus 3, I'm just copying down this equation, minus 3 equals to 0. So a will be equals to 2 and b will be equals to 24, positive 24. Now the value of n will be equals to 5 from this the first term. N is equals to 5, and here n minus, if I just compare these two, n minus 3 is equals to 2, then n will be equals to 2 plus 3, and then n will be equals to 5 in the question. So I hope you understood this question. Listen, this is n is equals to, it's not there. Okay, fine. So we found the answer that a is equals to 24, b is equals to 24, and n is equals to 5. Alright, the next question is from 0580 May-June 2019, question paper 4-1. Alright, so I'm not calculating the values now, I'm just writing down after looking at the marking scheme. So question number 2, the table shows some values of y is equals to x cube plus 3x square plus 2. Everything I've told you everything in detail in the last question. So at minus 3, it will be 2. Okay, so copy down, it is 2. You can find out easily with a calculator because calculator is allowed, and the other number is 2 and then 6, and then it is 2 and it's 6. So I'm again showing you this is 2, 2 and 6. Alright, so the next part is on the grid, draw the graph of x cube plus 2x 3x square plus 2. So if we just check in this question, there are 10 small square between 5 numbers on y-axis. 5 is written on the 10th distributing into 10 boxes, then each box is of 0.5. Like 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and then 5 like this. If we just look at the x number, x-axis, 0.5 is written on the 5th box. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Like this you will draw the curve. And it's a cubic equation, we know. Plotting the points. The first point is minus 3.5 and minus 4.1. So this is 4 minus 4.1. And then minus 3, 2, minus 3, positive 2. Positive 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4th box, positive 2. Minus 2.5 and 5.1. Minus 2.5 and 5.1. And then you have minus 2 and 6. Minus 2 and 6. And then minus 1.5 and 5.4. 5.4. 5 and 6. 5.4. And then minus 1 and 4. Minus 1 and 4. Minus 0.5 and 2.6. Minus 0.5 and 2, 3. 1, 2 and 2.6. Okay, the next point is 0 and 2, 0 and 1, and then 2, and then 0.5 and 2.9, 0.5 and 2.9, closer to 3. Okay, then the next number is 1 and 6, 1 and 6, and then you have 1.5 and 12.1, 1.5 and 10, 11, 12, and then 12.1. So just quickly join them with join all the points with a smooth curve. So this is the cubic curve I have drawn here. Use your graph to solve the equation x cube plus 3x square plus 2 equals to 0. The same thing, you just keep in mind what is the equation is, and then you will be just comparing it and try to make it y. Okay. So this is x cube plus 3x square plus 2 equals to 0. It means y is equals to 0. Okay. So we'll make the equation at y is equals to 0, and minus 3 to 1.5 means minus 3.5 to 1.5 means these numbers are the minimum and maximum numbers on x-axis. Okay, at y is equals to 0, we'll have to check what is the number wherever it is intersecting the curve. So at y is equals to 0 is this point, which is equals to minus 3.2. Okay, then afterwards, by drawing a suitable straight line, solve the equation x cube plus 3x square plus 2x. This is y plus 2 equals to 0. It means that y is equals to minus 2. Check at y is equals to minus 2 what is the value. Okay, wait, we have 2x also here. I'm rewriting the equation that x cube plus 3x square, and then because of plus 2 I'm writing down plus 2 and then plus 2x afterwards. This was the extra number here. Okay, so this is y plus 2x is equals to 0, or y is equals to minus 2x also. This can be the equation. Okay, y is equals to minus 2x we'll have to draw, and then find out the point of intersection. Minus 2x means the slope is minus 2 and it will intersect at 0. Okay, now just take some numbers, and if you do by rise over run, do it by rise over run. Otherwise you can take your ruler, take some points, and then find out the answer. So I have taken some coordinate for x equals to minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2 will become positive 4. At 0 it will become 0, and 2 it will be 4. Okay, so just do one thing. Minus 2 comma positive 4 is there. Okay, and then 0 comma 0, and then 2 4. 2 we don't have. Okay, so we will take some other coordinate. If I'm going to take 1, because I don't have 2 coordinate available, so if I'm going to take 1, it is minus 2. 1 it is 0, 1, and then 2. Okay, join the points. Take one more coordinate because it should intersect at one more point. If I'm going to take minus 3, then it's better. So for minus 3, 2 times 3 is 6, so that is 6 will be there. Minus 2 into minus 3 equals to 6. So at minus 3 I can plot a point at 6, 5, and then 6. Join them, join these points. So this is the line y is equals to minus 2x. Just look at the intersecting point between the curve and the straight line is this much here. So it is after minus 2.51. Okay, so that is equals to minus 2.55. So you just write down minus 2.55. Check your answer. Is it coming in the same range? Minus 2.62 minus 2.45. Yes, it's the same thing. Okay. And the previous question, it was minus 3.2, and it is also coming in the same range. So both the answers are correct. Okay. So now the last part of this question, part E, is minus 3.5 is less than equals to x is less than equals to 1.5. The equation x cube plus 3x square plus 2 equals to k. It means that y is equals to k. Has 3 solution and k is an integer. Write down the possible value of k. So we just see y is equals to is a horizontal line. We'll have to check that at this point y is equals to 2. We can see the graph will intersect at 2 points. From 2 till 5, and it is the point is 6 here. Okay. Minus 2 and 6. Yes, minus 2 and 6. We had 2 points of intersection. From in between 2 point of intersections, like here and here also, and in this here and here also. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are looking in between these points. So in between these points we'll have, just wait, so we'll have to write down between 2 and 6. It means that between 2 and 6, more than 2 and less than 6. It can be 3, 4 or 5. So they're asking you a possible answer. So you can write down k is equals to either 3 or 4 or 5. For example, if I'm going to write down 4, then it's also okay. They're not asking you to write down all of the numbers. So y is equals to 3 or y is equals to 4 or y is equals to 5. If you draw a horizontal straight line, you will get 3 solutions. Solution means x values. Okay. Let's try the third question. This question is from 4024 October November 2016, question paper 2-1. This question I've selected because they didn't draw the line of x's, and we'll have to draw by ourselves by looking at the scale given in this question. Okay, so the p values required. The equation is y is equals to 3 over 5 times 2 to the power x exponential function. So this is the table, shows some of the values of x and corresponding values of y correct to one decimal place where necessary, and the p value is required at minus 1.5 the value of x. So the p value is given 0.2 or 0.21. You can write down. So p is equals to 0. After just calculate it and put it into the equation. So 0.2. Okay, 0.21 either or 0.2 you can write down. After that, on the grid, using a scale of 2 cm to represent one unit on horizontal axis. Horizontal axis is minus 1.524, and they have asked us to make it minus 224, and using a scale of 1 cm to 1 unit, draw a vertical axis at 0 to 10. So we are just drawing it. So we don't need negative y-axis, so I've drawn here. So that is 0, and we have to make minus 224 for 2 centimeter to represent. So 1 centimeter has 5 small boxes, and you can measure with the ruler also whenever you sit for exam. That is minus 1 and then minus 2, and then you will be writing down 1, 2, 3 and 4. X-axis 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then 0 to 10 we'll have to take 1 centimeter to represent one axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then 10. Okay, this is your graph. Now we'll have to plot the points for this one. This is 0.2. all right, so here 10 small squares between one number on x-axis, so 0.1, 0.2, because 1 upon 10 is equals to 0.1. on x-axis each small square. On y-axis the same thing, like 1 is dividing into 5 small boxes, so 0.2 will be the value of one box on y-axis. So plot the points quickly and join them. All right, so this is minus 1.5 and 0.2 is coming. 0.2 is coming at the first box, minus 1.5 and 0.2, and then afterwards minus 1 and 0.3, 0.2 and 0.4 hoga, so then that is 0.3, 0 and 0.6. 0.6 will be 1, 2, 3 will be 0.6, 1 and 1.2, 1 and 1.2 is this box, 2 and 2.4, 2 and 2.2, 2.4, and then 2.5 and 3.4, 2.5 and 2.5 and 3, 3.4. Now 3 and 4.8, 3 and 4.8, and 3.5 and 6.8, 3.5 and 6.8 is there. 4 and 9.6, 4 and 9.6, 9.6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 9.6. Join the points. Smooth curve. This is exponential function. Please revise asymptote also. Maybe it can come. It didn't come in paper 1, so maybe it can come in paper 2. Revise it. I joined all the points. Now come to the other parts of the question. So I've drawn the tangents 2 and 2.4, 1 and 0.2, 2 and 2.4. So 2.4 minus 0.2 divided by 2 minus 1, that is 2.2 is the answer. I've already written the range here. So 2.2 to 2.5 is acceptable. So we got 2.2, which is right. The gradient is okay. On the same grid, draw the straight line that passes through 0.4, comma 0 and 2 and 3.6. So I've drawn the line. 0.4. This is the point minus 0.4 and 0. And then the other point was 2 and 3.6. So this is the point 2 and 3.6. Okay, then I enlarge the line. Okay, so that was the line over there on the grid. Find the equation in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So here we'll have for gradient minus 0.4 and 0 and 2 and 3.6, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus into minus is plus. So 3.6 upon 2.4. So that is 6, 6 are 36, 6, 4 are 24. 3 over 2 is the gradient. And what is the y-intercept now? So we can see for this line, the y-intercept is 0.6. This point, okay, because this is the line we have drawn. All right, so it's intersecting on y-axis at 0.6. You can y is equals to mx plus c, just take it and then find your answer. 0.6 is the y-intercept. 0.6, if we know, that is either you write down 1.5, y is equals to 1.5 plus 0.6, or you can write down in the fraction also, that is 1 upon 5x, sorry, 1 upon, that is 3 upon 2 x plus 0.66 over 10 also, or 3 over 5. You can write down, just check your answer. That is y is equals to 1.5x plus 0.6, or 3 over 2x plus 3 over 5. Okay, 3 over 2 x plus 3 over 5, it's okay, correct. Write down the x coordinates of the point where the line intersect the curve. So it's intersecting obviously at 0 here, you can see, and it is intersecting at here 3.1 or 3.2, some number. So that is 3.1, 0 and 3.1. You write down always x numbers, and these x coordinates satisfy the equation. Find out the value of a and b. All right, so we just look into the question. So the main graph is y is equals to 3 upon 5 into 2 to the power x. Just check it again. So that is, yes, 3 upon 5 into 2 to the power x, and the other line which is intersecting where whatever it's a x coordinate, the solution, which is 3 upon 2x plus 3 upon 5. So y is equals to 3 upon 2x plus 3 upon 5. So that is the, wherever the x coordinate is the same, it means that they have the point of intersection, so their y values and x values are same. So we can write down both the equations equal. So 3 upon 5 into 2 to the power x is equals to 3 upon 2x plus 3 upon 5. We have to make in this form. Remember, 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power 5 into, no, we'll have to do 5 over 3 because 5 is dividing, so 5 will multiply and 3 will divide to the whole equations, to the whole the other side, plus 3 upon 5. So 5 over 3 into 3 over 2x and plus 5 over 3 is also multiplying with 3 over 5. So what happens is these cancel, so that is 5 over 2 to the power x is equals to 5 over 2 means 2 whole 1 over 2 or 2.5x, and these all cancel, that means 1 is left. Now I'm writing down the equation in this form. 2 to the power x is equals to ax plus b, so obviously a will be equals to 2.5 or 5 over 2 and b will be equals to 1. So that is the answer for this question. Now in this question, this is from 4024 and it is May-June 2018 question paper 2-1, question number 7 here. Alright, okay. So in this question, the diagram shows the net of an open box of height 3 cm. The area of the base of the box is 15 square centimeters. The length of the rectangular box is x centimeters. The total area of the net is a square centimeter. We will have to show a is equals to 15 plus 6x plus 90 over x. Okay, so area for the rectangle, we know that length into width. And we have this is given that area is equals to 15 here, and length and width is if it is length and width is x and w. All right, so this is x and it is w, so we can write down x times width. So width will be equals to 15 over x. So here we are taking length is equals to x and width is equals to 15 over x. Okay, so this is the width, which is 15 over x here. Width is 15 upon x and the length is x. All right, so what are we going to do? We'll have to find out the total area. The area of a base of the box is 15, so the area is 15 for this one, and this is x, so this much will also be x, and this is also x, so 3 times x is 3x, and this is also 3x. Now we are going to find out, I'm just separately finding the area of each and every part. So it is here it is 15 upon x and it is also 15 upon x. As given in the question, that height of the box is 3, so the height of the box is 3, 3, 3. We'll be taking this is also 3, these heights are 3, so we'll be writing down this will be 3 times 15 upon x. Length into width, this is also 3 times 15 over x. Now we'll just add it together, that will be the total area. So area will be equals to 15 plus 2 times 3x, 3x plus 3x, and 2 times 3 times 15 over x. So 3 times 15 over x and plus 3 times 15 over x. So we are just adding it together. 15 plus 6x, 3 times 15 is 45 upon x plus 45 upon x, which will be equals to 90 over x. So 15 plus 6x plus 90 upon x, that was in the question we had to show, so we have shown here. The next part is Graham has one of these open boxes. The total area of the net of this box is 65 square centimeter. Write down an equation in x and solve it to find the length of the base of Graham's box and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So we know the area equation is here is 15 plus 6x plus 90 over x. We have already found and it proved also. That is equals to 65. Make an equation. Now it has 1 and 1 in the denominator. Take LCM. 15x plus 6x square plus 90 over x is equals to 65. Now 15, just write out 6x square first. 6x square plus 15x plus 90 equals to 65x. And now you just write down 6x square plus 15x plus minus 65x. Yes, minus 65x plus 90 equals to 0. Now 6x square minus 50x plus 90 equals to 0. So what do you do? Write your answer to 2 decimal places so you can use the formula x equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2. I am not calculating here. Just calculate and put the numbers here. Now equals to minus 50 plus minus, I'm writing down here, x is equals to minus 50 plus minus b square minus 50 square minus 4 a and c upon 2 times 6. I'm just writing down the answer. You use your calculator to find your answer. So that is equals to 5.70 and 2.63. 5.70 and 2.63. I'm doing graphs here, not the quadratic equation. So many times I've already told you, so please find it out with the help of the calculator, and you know that how to check your answer with the calculator also. Now complete the table below. For a is equals to 15 plus 6x plus 90 over x, and then for 8 it is 74.25. Draw the graph and then find out one of the answer they are just asking you. They have just joined the mensuration with the graphs in this question. We have the first point 2 and 72 I have plotted, and 3 and 63 is the next point. So 3 and 63 will come in the middle, and then you have 4 and 61.5, 4 and 61.5, and then you have 5 and 63, 5 and 63 is coming in the middle here, and then 6 and 66, 6 and 66 point, and then you have 7 and 69.9, 7 and 69.9 here, and the last point is 8 and 74.25, 8 and 74 and 75, 74.25. Join the points. Okay, I just join all the points. Now Delilah has one of these open boxes. The area of the net of her box is 68, the area. Okay, so we have area is on y-axis, okay, so which is 68. Use a graph to find the length and width of Delilah's box. So 68 we are just looking at where 68 is intersecting. So this is the point where 68 is intersecting Alright, so we are getting the length here. The length is 2.4 centimeters. So the length is 2.4 centimeters. Length and width of Delilah's box. So for width we'll have to look at what we have assumed for the width. So width is equals to 15 over x. Okay, this is the width. So we'll take 15 over x and do the calculations. So length is equals to x, which is 2.4 centimeters, and width is equals to 15 over x, which is 15 over 2.4. Just quickly calculate, which is equals to 6.25 centimeters. Just take your calculator and find your answer. So we are going to do more graphs. I hope you understood, and we just look at the marking scheme also and check our answers. Just check the last one answer, which is 6.5 to 6.4. If we have 2.4 to 2.3 to 2.4, so we are having the same number, they're coming in between. All right, the next question is from 4024. That is also May June 2019 paper 2-1. In this question also they have used the mensuration with the graphs. Okay, so in this question the diagram shows a triangular prism, and all the lengths are in centimeters. Show the volume V centimeter cube of the prism given by V is equals to 40x minus 5x square. So the volume of a prism, we know that the base area multiplied by height. The base area is triangular. Wherever you can see it's a non-right angle triangle, so this is the base. So half base into height we cannot do. We will do half AB sine C. So and the height is equals to 20 here. The height is the line which attach the both the cross section, or you can say that the base and the top are of the prism. All right, so the volume is equals to base area multiplied by height. As it is a triangular prism, half AB sine C. This is x into 8.8 minus x sine 30, and then times 20. Okay, so here sine 30, we know that it is equals to half. So half into, we will say that 8 minus x into x is 8x minus x square into sine 30 means half. It is again into 20. Alright, so we can easily cancel these by 10, and then we know that 2 times 5 is 10. You can cancel it. So or you can write down half into 8x minus x square times 10. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 8x minus x square will be equals to 5 8s of 40 minus 5x square, and we had to show the same thing. Okay, the volume is equals to 40x minus 5x square. This was a 3 marks question. The next part B is on the grid. On the next page, draw the graph of V is equals to 40x minus 5x square. 1 to 7 is the range for x, and 3 of the points have been already plotted for you. Now we'll have to plot the other points. Okay, alright, now we don't have the table, or the missing values are not there, so it means we can make the table with the help of the calculator also, or if you want to find the values one by one, you can do it. So what do? It's your calculator, go to the menu, and then you can have the table is at 9, so press equals, and then write down the equation 40x minus 5x square. X minus 5x square. Okay, you wrote the correct equations, and now you need to have the values from 0 to 7. equals, just ignore it. You don't want to two functions, so that's why you just come to the table range. So start at 0 and then press equals, and you need to end at 7 because your x values are 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Obviously it's starting at 1, so I put 0. Okay, no problem. So it's ending at 7. You can write down start at 1 as well. Okay, and step 1 means each and every number you'll be getting, between the number you will have the difference of one number, equals and then equals. You will have 0 0 1 and 35 35. They have already drawn it, or you can copy down the table somewhere if you want. Now we are having at 0 it is 0, and at x is 1, write down 35. At x is 2 it's 60, and at x is 3 it's 75. X is 4 it is 80. X is 5 it is 75. At x is 6 it is 60. And we have the last number 7, it is also again 35. So we found the values of x here. Alright, now we are going to plot them and make a smooth curve, and plot them and then join it with the smooth curve freehand. So we are plotting till 3. They have already drawn 3 and 75. 4 and 80 I've plotted. 5 and 75, just plot 5 and 75 is here. And then 6 and 60 and 7 and 35. 6 and 60 and 7 at between, it's there, 35. Join it. Join all the points and make sure that it connects all the points, and join it with the smooth hand curve. Now go to the next part. It's a parabola in this question. Use your graph to find the possible value of x for one of these prisms with a volume 50. So we'll have to look for volume is 50. Volume is on y-axis. You can check. Okay. Volume is on y-axis. So we'll have to find the point of intersection. Just draw a straight line at y is equals to 50. So this is one point is there, and then we have use your ruler to find it out. So just come down and check what point it is. So we are getting 1.6 and 6.4 here. Check your answer. 1.6 and 6.4, yes, it's there. So we are getting 1.6 and 6.4 value. Alright, so then afterwards, a cuboid has a length 4 cm, width 3 cm, and the height x cm. By drawing a suitable line on your graph, find the value of x when the prism and the cuboid have the same volume. So the volume is equals to, it's also a prism and a cuboid, length into width into height, 4 into 3 into x means equals to 12x is the volume of the cuboid. Alright, so we'll take some value for x. For example, x equals to 3, so 3 times 12 times 3 is 36. Volume we are getting, volume is on y-axis, and if I'm going to take 4, then it will be 48. 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, so just plotting the points 3 and 36. 3 and 36. Okay, 3 and 35, it is 36, 1 point, and then it is 4 and 48. 4 and 48. 4 5 6 7 8. 4 and 48, we'll have to enlarge the line. I took 2 more points, that if 12 times 6 is 72 and 12 times 7 is 84. Plotting rather than enlarging the line, I am taking 2 more coordinates, 6 and 72. 6 and 72. This is 72, and 5 12s are 60 also you can take. 5 and 60 is this point. 12 and 7, 6 and 72, and 7 and 84. No, it's crosses, so we don't need 7 because we got the point of intersection here. Just join the points. We got this is the point of intersection. Okay, so we found this is y is equals to 12x here. All right, so now this is the point of intersection, which is 5.6 is coming here. When you just join them, it's between 5.5 and 5.6. So you will be writing down 5.6 is the value for x wherever the curve and the line they meet at this point. And because this line is for the cuboid and this line is for this prism, which is a triangular prism, so they met at one point. So that is the answer for this question. So we just check it. Is this answer correct? This it's 5.5 to 5.6. So it means we found the answer. In this question we learned how to draw a table whenever it's not given. Other than if you don't need to draw the table, you can easily put the value in the equation and find the answer. You can see in these two questions, the previous one and this one also, they have combined the mensuration and the graphs together. So it's slightly a different question from the other ones. Alright, now in this question, this is from 4024 October November 2019, paper 2 to question number 4. Complete the table y is equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cube over 3 cubic equation. Now this is minus 1.8. Okay, now plot the points and then the rest of the questions. Now the points are so here we can see on x-axis 2 centimeters equals to 1 unit, means each and every point is of 0.1 because 1 is dividing into 10 boxes, that is equals to 0.1. Here obviously one box will be equals to 0.2 because 1 is dividing into 5 boxes. Alright, I'm continuously telling you this how to read the graph. Please don't do mistake. Minus 4 and 7.8 is the first point. Minus 4 and 7.8 is the first point. Minus 3 and 2.4. Minus 3 and 2.4 is the second point. And then minus 2 and 0.6. Minus 2 and 1, 2, 3, 0.6. Minus 1 and 1.2 and 0 and 3, 1 and 4.8, 2 and 5.4, 3 and 3.6, 3.6, and 4 and minus 1.8, 4 and minus 1.8. Join it. Okay, now I've drawn the curve. Okay. The next part is by drawing the tangent, estimate the gradient of the graph at y is equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cube upon 5. Whenever you use your calculator to confirm your answer, dy upon dx, write down the equation, and at x is equals to 1. Whatever the answer will be getting, that is the accurate answer, and your answer must be closer to it. So I'm just going to draw the tangent at x equals to 1. So I've taken 2 points, 1 and 4.8 and 0 and 3.6. So y2 minus y1 upon x2. Okay, I took x2 minus x1. So that is becoming minus 1.2 divided by minus 1, then 1.2 is coming the gradient. Okay, so the value is 1.2 to 1.6. Okay, now in the next part, on the grid, draw the line 2y plus x equals to 8. Alright, for this one, you can do y is equals to 8 minus x and upon 2 also. Alright, I just make the x subject. So y is equals to 4 minus half x. I'll take, if I'm going to 4 minus half x, then take some coordinates. So I've calculated few points, that is 0, 4, minus 2, 5 and 2, 3. For y is equals to 4 minus half x, I just took the multiple of 2, then I cannot have any problem in just joining the points or plots, just plotting the points. Okay, so that is just join them, the points. One more point I took, that is equals to, I'm making the table again, then you will not have any problem. Here in this question, I'm taking x equals to 0 and then 4, making it here. You can enlarge the line also, but more accuracy I'm taking the points, or you can do by rise over run as well. So whenever I took 4, I got 2, and if I'm taking minus 4, I'll get 6. Okay, because 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so just join them, the other points as well, and then you get the point of intersection. You take your ruler and find out. We get the 3 values point of intersection, 1 and the other is 2 and this one is 3. Find out what are the values for x here. So this is coming 3.123, 3.3 positive, and here we are getting with the curve. Just look at the curve, don't look at the tangent. Okay, curve with a line, that is coming 0.4, and then we are having this point is equals to, that is minus 3.8. so we are getting all the points in this same range. Okay, so write down your answer, that is minus 3.8, 0.4 and 3.3. That is minus 3.8, 0.4 and 3.3. I think I'm doing some mistake. 0.4 it is. Minus 3.8, 0.4 and 3.3. Yes, it's correct. Now the next part is x coordinates are the solution of 2x cubed plus ax plus b, and write down the value of a, b and c. We do the same thing as we did the other few parts. Alright, so for this question, obviously we'll have to make both the equations equal. I just took the screenshot. This is the equation, and the above we had y is equals to 4 minus half x. So the two equations we have, y is equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cube upon 5, and we have y is equals to 4 minus half x. Make both the equations equal and then find your answer. Okay, first of all, this is 3 times 5 is 15, 5 2s are 10x minus x cube upon 5, in equals to 2 times 4 is 8 minus x upon 2. Cross multiply. So that is 30 plus 2x minus 2x square upon 5 is equals to 5 8s. We have 40 minus 5x. Okay. Now we'll just upon, okay, we'll cross multiply. We have all, this is 20x, because 5 times 2 is 2 times 10 is 20. Now what do? You just make all of them equals to 0. 2x cube is positive. Just do like that. 2x cube. Okay, I'm just looking it again. 2 times 15 is 30. 20x minus 2x cube is equals to 5 8s are 40 minus 5x. Alright, just write down all the numbers to the other side and then 2x cube will be positive. So here 2x cube minus 20x minus 30 plus 40 minus 5x equals to 0. Okay, now 2x cube 20 and 5 will become minus 25x, and then 40 and minus 30 will become plus 10 equals to 0. Now you just compare this 2x cube plus ax plus b, 2x cube plus ax plus b equals to 0. So a will be equals to minus 25 and b will be equals to 10. Okay, I hope you all have understood, and this was the last question I did for this worksheet. So I just tried to gather or selected the question in such a way that you will have the different varieties of questions in which will cover every type of question of the graph of functions. Please look at the shape and asymptote and other things also. Then you will not have any problem in your paper. For more videos and for more worksheets of different topics and for the exam papers, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Best of luck. Okay, bye bye.